The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Black 30.
Check 56. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Check 52.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 40-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Strip that ball.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Here we go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Garoppolo now. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
A 46-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 15 yards on the play, first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the 3rd game of the season, and he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award. So they go from 142-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
56.
Easy.
Tight dog.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Black 20.
Mike 54. Switch. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now on 2nd and 13, Roethlisberger. That's caught, the former USC Trojan, Xavier Grimble. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Black 80.
54 Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Undercross.
Nippers, 66.
Check. Watch 54.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Black 20.
Right there. 56. Let's go, D. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
50.
Switch gears.
Black 89. White 89.
They'll run here with Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern Time, 5:20 in California.
Second and 10.
Here we go.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st down, Conner. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, These pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Watch it, got spin.
On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that. Super toe.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Roethlisberger will hand a counter. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Right back to Connor here on 1st. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's our field. It's our field.
44.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
What is that?
Mike 56. Right there. 56.
Lock it back.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On 2nd down now, it's Connor, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check. Alert. Check nickel. 36.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Steelers 17, 49ers 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
12, fellas, here we go. Bravo.
Garoppolo on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Hey, Charlie.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Brings
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. It's a run by Coleman to start the third quarter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Here we go.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Yeah. You don't want none. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another 49 First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. It's Coleman here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start with a give to Connor, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's bring it. Mike 56.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, 67 yards. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Here we go.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
One, Omaha. Hey, echo.
Check 55.
To throw is Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd and 5.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. There's Garoppolo to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Check. Watch 54. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
No foul.
Check 13.
They start the drive with Connor. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
24. 56.
Again, it's Connor. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Gold with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Under 10. 10.
The drive will start with Connor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Blue 30.
56 at the mic. Check.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Easy.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Where we go? Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
20-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Out, 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 out.
21.
55, mark, guys, 55. Watch QB drop.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Here we go.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too.
I don't think you got it, son.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it. And pull in the interception.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Block 80!
Mark 54. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now it's Roethlisberger. To Connor on the check down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
All right, now. Left 80. Alert, alert. Alert, it's
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
All day, punt.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule, trying to get 4 downs on first down, they did that plus 3.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there and a first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
53.
120.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They're backed up here with a first and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
230.
56. Let's get the ball.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Steelers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. On third down, it's Connor. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Roethlisberger now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And McDonald here over the middle. Past the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Roethlisberger to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Here
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Oh, what a juke into space. 20, 10, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for San Francisco, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.